Yucheng Jiuma travels through the world of the Game King, opens the strongest dueler system, and duels can become stronger. Get the original God card set at the beginning. Reward, Wind God Wendy, congratulations to the host for defeating the insect Moth. Reward UR card, Bennett, congratulations on the host's victory. Reward Magic card, invitation to Wave Knight, Haimaase Man. 3-star scum fish. Let's have a thrilling duel. Muto Game. 9 horses. I won't give you the title of Dueling King. Within the city. I won't lose to you again this time. Yucheng Jiuma. Brother.in.law, I won't lose. Within the city, angry. 9 horses, I will kill you. You.Feilu Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. Chapter 01. Original God Card Team, non-staff members of the leading role group. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Tokyo Kanagawa Hospital. Inside the corridor. Yucheng Jiuma felt a daze for a moment. Have I traveled through time? Originally, he was a blue-starred and mischievous young man. I was hit by a truck when I was playing Genshin Impact on the roadside and accidentally crossed here. The original owner of this body wanted to go to the hospital today to take care of his classmate's sister. And his classmate happens to be the city's Neek. So I've traveled to the world of the Game King. Yucheng Jiuma finally figured out the world he was in. System loading. Please wait. Finally arrived. Tour the city with 9 horses, take a deep breath. The standard configuration for the traveler, the Golden Finger system, has finally arrived. This is the world of the Game King. The world plot revolves around a duel. The money, reputation, and status needed in the real world can all be obtained through duels. System loading completed. A large amount of information comes to mind. Originally, this system was called the Ultimate Dueling System, and as long as you win the duel, you can receive rewards. Rewards can be money, items, or Game King cards. In short, as long as there is a duel, one can become stronger. Detected that the urban duel competition has started. The beginner gift pack is ready. Do you want to claim it? Beginner gift package. Coincidentally, he doesn't have a handy deck yet. The cards in this world are exceptionally expensive. If you want to obtain a card like a real red-eyed black dragon, you may not even be able to buy it with all your money. Claim. Congratulations on the host obtaining the basic card set of Genshin Impact, it's actually the original God card group. Yucheng Jiuma, with a bitter smile in her heart. It was because he played Genshin Impact on the roadside that he accidentally crossed into this world. I didn't expect to come here. Obtained the original God card set. It seems that he is really connected with Genshin Impact. Ding. Congratulations to the host for obtaining a Wind God Eye, Function Tong. It can protect the host from the invasion of dark forces. A familiar yet unfamiliar pendant appeared in the hands of Yucheng Jiuma. Surprisingly, there is such a thing. But it's also good. Although it is the world of the Game King, there are also many hidden dangers in this world. Always pull people in a dark game. He doesn't have a Millennium artifact in his hand. Having a function pupil is also good for risking one's life. What are you fooling around here, Yucheng? A bold voice came from a distance. Looking up, it was Honda Hiroshi. One of the followers of the main character group. Is this your deck? Do you also plan to earn medical expenses for Shizuka? The treatment cost for Kawaii Shizuka's eyes is a significant expense. For this reason, within the city, I decided to win the championship of the duel competition and treat my sister's illness. Ding. When facing a decision, the host has the following choices. 1. Simply admit and obtain 3 basic cards issued by the system, including the Wind God card. 2. I don't admit it, the life or death of my sister in the city has nothing to do with you, there is no system reward. Wind God card. Is it Wendy? This is one of the 7 gods in the Genshin Impact world. This card must not be missed. Cough. It's not for the Wind God card, it's mainly because I'm a kind-hearted person. I can't see patients suffering, and I'm still a beautiful girl. Choose one. Not bad, I formed this deck just to earn medical expenses for Shizuka. Yucheng Jiuma admitted without feeling guilty. Honda Hiroshi slammed Yucheng's shoulder hard and said, "You are truly my good brother. Let's go and share this good news with Shizuka." The two of them arrived at a separate medical room. Although it is a separate room, the facilities in the room are relatively rudimentary. This is the lowest level ward in the hospital. "Shizuka, I have good news to tell you." Honda Hiroshi walked in with Oil City casually. On the hospital bed is a beautiful woman, gentle and elegant. The only flaw is that the other person's eyes are covered with gauze. What good news? Honda big brother. Who do you think I brought with me? Honda, are you deliberately teasing me? My eyes can't see it. Shizuka pointed to her eyes and said lovingly. Honda touched his head with his hand. Look how I forgot about this. I have brought the 9 horses from Yucheng. This guy heard that you need medical expenses to treat your illness, so he specifically chose me as his teacher to win the championship of the duel competition. Yucheng Jiuma. I didn't expect this guy to run the train with his mouth full. You have come, Lord Yucheng. Shizuka turned her head to search for the location of Yucheng Jiuma. Shizuka. I will win the championship for you in this competition. Shizuka suddenly blushed. The person who said this before was his brother, Nakaya of the city. I didn't expect even the 9 horses in Yucheng to be there. Does he also thinking of this? My cheeks turned even redder. Shizuka, why are your cheeks turning red? Naoto Honda was puzzled and said. Ah. Just at this moment, the phone rang. I was in the city of card formation when I suddenly remembered that if I could get encouragement from my sister at this time, he should be able to come up with the best card set. Come on, brother, hee. So I made this phone call. Honda answered the phone. Hello. This is Shizuka Kawaii's room. Who are you, this voice? Oh, so it's within the city. I'm Honda. The city couldn't help but be taken aback. How could you be in Shizuka's room, Honda? I saw about your participation in the city duel, so I'm here to visit you. Brother, I am currently hearing about Mr. Honda's situation with you. I heard that Mr. Honda taught you to play duel cards with 2 people, Yucheng Jiuma. Yucheng Jiuma. The other end of the phone couldn't help but be taken aback. Thanks to Mr. Honda's special training, you 2 have mastered the knowledge of dueling. I hope you 2 can become as powerful as Mr. Honda. Yucheng Jiuma stood there in a daze, finally realizing that a person could be so shameless. The city on the other end of the phone is already going crazy, but you can't get angry with your sister. By the way, Yucheng Jiuma will also participate in the urban duel competition for Shizuka's medical expenses. Within the city, don't let me down. Honda took the phone call and taunted Roast again. Honda, I'll kill you next time we meet. The city on the other end of the phone is still roaring, and Honda has already hung up the phone. Yucheng Jun, thank you for doing it for me. Shizuka remembered Yucheng Jiuma, who had seen him several times before going blind. He was a very handsome young man. I'll take care of the medical expenses. Shizuka is waiting for me. Yucheng Jiuma turned around and left this Shura field. Honda Guang looked at the 2 of them. My nose sniffed in the air. I smell the sour smell of love. Chapter 02. Obtaining Rare Card, Wind God Wendy. You are listening at novel full.audio. After leaving the ward, Yucheng Jiuma found a secluded place. First, I made a phone call to the mysterious person and had to solve the competition issue. Jiuma boy, leave everything to me. I waited until I hung up the phone before taking out the system reward card. Wind God Wendy, 8 stars/ATK. 2400 DEF 1800/Wind Attribute/Warrior Clan. Effect. When this card is on the field, the attack and defense of all monsters on the opponent's field decrease by the original level of X 100. When this card destroys monsters in battle, it gives the opponent their attack health damage. This card can be used as a sacrificial summon, with its original attack power reduced to 2000. This card can be used without sacrificial summoning, and its attack power can be increased to 1000. When this card is summoned with 3 sacrifices, it can destroy all magic trap cards on the opponent's field. It is worthy of being the god of the Genshin Impact world. Although it does not have strong attack power, it is convenient to summon. This is in line with the characteristics of Babados: simple, easy to summon, and easy to get along with. Not bad. Meanwhile, countless duelers have gathered in the core area of the city. What's going on with these people? An office worker looks at a group of teenagers wearing strange machines in their hands. I don't know. 2 ghostly young men heard the discussion among office workers. Don't you know? What? Starting today, this city will become a battleground for dueling cities and monsters. 2 office workers clearly heard this statement for the first time. If you don't want to get hurt, just stay away. A dueler excitedly said. The nearby duelers were all discussing fiercely. There are still 5 minutes left until the start of the duel competition. Yucheng Jiuma sat on a chair in the park, silently watching everything. The protagonist group has already appeared. Muto Game, within the city, Peacock Dance famous duelists have already appeared. However, Yucheng Jiuma has no intention of communicating with them. Now we need to keep a low profile. There is no need to confront those experts in advance. After all, it's different from others. Yucheng Jiuma has a systematic bonus, and after each duel victory, he can receive new card supplements. At this moment, a huge airship drifted past in the sky. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the dueling city. The sound comes from the huge airship in the air. This voice is a seahorse. Where is it? The duelers who were familiar with the sound searched around one after another. Yucheng Jiuma is looking up at the airship in the sky. Haima's every appearance is very impressive. This time is no exception. But this time, it's for air speaking. Haima did not drive his provocative blue-eyed white dragon fighter jet. Instead, they chose a relatively quiet hydrogen airship. Muto Games discovered the 9 horses of Yucheng. He knows that he is also a student of the same school. Seems to be one of Shizuka's followers. Why is he here too? What is he looking at? The game also looks up at the sky. So it's in the sky. At this point, the huge airship had already stretched out a display screen. Above is Haimaase Man. I will now explain the rules of the conference to the participants gathered in this city today. They are all duels rated as level 5 or above by Haimaase Company. The duel tray in your hands is evidence. The losing side must hand over a rare card to the winning side. The person who wins continuously can continuously strengthen their deck. Typical gambling card rules. The faces of the many strong players present became quite serious. They become strong. It's because they have super rare cards in their hands. Rare cards are something that cannot be lost in duels. I absolutely can't lose, I absolutely can't lose. This conference will become exceptionally intense. Following that, Haima continued. Only the 8 winners in this melee mode are eligible to enter the finals. As for the final venue, it's hidden somewhere in this city. You just need to collect 6 different chip cards and overlap them together to determine the location of the finals. Yucheng Jiuma took out his deck. There is indeed a chip card mixed inside. In this way, as long as you obtain the remaining 5 cards, you can enter the finals. At this moment, Haimaase Man is still passionately giving a speech. President. Pegasus wants to add a 3-star dueler to this duel competition. Pegasus, that guy. Haimaase lowered his head to take the document. Above is the information about Yucheng Jiuma. It's just a 3-star dueler, it doesn't matter. Let him participate. In the eyes of Haimaase, the Samsung duel is just an ant. Since you recommended it, then let him go on his own. The corners of the seahorse's mouth gently curl up. Then he continued speaking towards the big screen. I am adding a rule that one of you duelers is a 3-star dueler. The duelers on the ground were in an instant uproar. Didn't it be agreed that the lowest number would be 5-star duels? Why would there be 3-star duels? Don't worry about him, he's just a 3-star dueler. Yes, no one would take a 3-star dueler to heart. However, Haimaase continued. We will announce the location of the Samsung dueling players every hour, and anyone who can seize the chip card from the Samsung dueling players' hands can receive a reward of 10 million. 10 million. The crowd present instantly boiled. You should know. The reward for the game competition is only 30 million yuan. That's a reward that requires competing with so many strong players. But now if you can find the Samsung duel and defeat it, you can get a reward of 10 million. It's like a pie in the sky. Yucheng Jiuma's face turned black in an instant. Isn't this what he's doing? Because he is the only 3-star dueler present. The seahorse lightly tapped on the computer. You can now determine the position of the dueler through the chip in your hand. This is the first time the position of the Samsung duel has been announced, and it will be announced every 2 hours thereafter. Upon hearing this, the 9 horses of Yucheng suddenly flashed and disappeared. We haven't finished this matter about Haimaase. Previously, Yucheng Jiuma helped Pegasus. That's why we had the mysterious phone call from before. I just didn't expect it to actually anger Haimaase. Haimaase's turn began to retaliate against Yucheng Jiuma. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 03. City Tour 9 Horses vs. Insect Feather Moth. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Everyone took out chip cards one after another. The position of the Samsung dueling is displayed above. This is the location of the park. After comparison, the position of the 3-star dueler was identified. Fatty guy, are you a 3-star dueler? The person closest to that position is a sturdy dueler. You are the 3-star fighter, I am the 5-star fighter, Gao Shan. The other party took out their identity card. After comparison, it is indeed not a Samsung duel. Where did the Samsung dueling go? He's worth 10 million. The dueler shook his head in disappointment and said. The dueler named Gao Shan held on to his shoulder. You look weak, why don't we duel? What, you call me weak? Let me show you my mechanical dinosaur prowess. So, many people started to duel on the spot. Yucheng Jiuma ran out of the city 2 miles in one breath. He doesn't want to be found and beaten up. After all, his current deck is only a basic deck and cannot compete with those powerful characters. Hee. You should be the 3-star dueler in Haimaase's mouth. Laughing voices came from behind. A short man wearing green insect clothes and glasses is not far behind him. Judging from your reaction, you should be a Samsung duel, 10 million is mine. The insect moth raised the duel tray in its hand. One of the rules of urban duels. We cannot refuse duels initiated by others. Since that's the case, then let's have a duel. Duel. 2 people simultaneously raised the duel tray. Information link, start the duel. My turn, I'll attack first. The insect moth was the first to draw out a card, adding the original 5 cards in its hand. I already have 6 cards in my hand. The game rules during the urban duel period are that you can also draw cards by attacking first. My attack indicates summoning Flying Dragonfly. A humanoid dragonfly appeared on the duel ground. Flying Dragonfly 4.*/ATK. 1400 DEF 900/Wind attribute/insect family/insect tribe. Effect. This card has been destroyed in battle and can only be activated when sent to the graveyard. Take a wind attribute monster with an attack power of 1500 points or less from the deck and perform side attacks to indicate a special summon. Then I'll cover 2 more cards and end my turn. Insect Feather Moth thought to himself, facing him was just a 3-star dueler. As long as you use the powerful chain of his insect deck, you can defeat it. And the monsters on his field have a testament effect. Can summon another insect monster. In addition, the combination of powerful equipment cards is not something that a Samsung dueling player can face. Thinking of this, the insect moth began to smirk. Hee hee. My turn is over, it's your turn. Greedy eyes scanned the young man across from him. The other party is walking for 10 million. Lord Haimaase, someone has found the 3-star duel. They are engaged in a duel. Do you want to switch the duel scene over? The duel of a 3-star dueler. Haimaase is not interested in watching. Wait for the outcome of the duel before notifying me, and I will taunt Pegasus a bit later. Yes, Lord Haimaase. My turn, draw. Yucheng Jiuma draws a card from the deck. My attack indicates summoning the Qiuqiu Sagittarius. A thin and weak monster was summoned to the field. Qiuqiu Sagittarius 3.*/ATK. 1200 DEF 800/Earth attribute/Beast Warrior Clan. Effect. This card's attack power is halved and can directly attack opponent players. I activate the special effect of Qiuqiu Sagittarius, which reduces my attack power by half and allows me to directly attack the opponent player. I saw a marksman from Qiuqiu. The attack power instantly increased from 1200 to 600 points. Shwa. A rocket directly hit the soles of the insect moth's feet. It hurt so much. The insect moth instinctively took a half step back. Because it's a holographic image, there can't be any pain, it's just too realistic. Health. 4000.3400, damn it. Surprisingly, the opponent did not attack the flying dragonflies on his field. Soon. The insect feather moth reacted. As expected, he is a Samsung duel, a pile of garbage cards that even a 1400 flying dragonfly cannot defeat. Yucheng Jiuma ignored the other party and instead placed 2 card covers in the trap area. I'll cover 2 cards and end the turn. Alright. Your end has come, my turn draws cards. The insect moth excitedly said, as if 10 million words were waving at him. My attack indicates summoning Flying Mantis. A huge insect reappeared on the field. Flying Mantis 4.*/ATK. 1500 DEF 800/Wind attribute/insect race. Typical description. A praying mantis with flying ability and loves to prey on insects. I am using the equipment magic, Power Burst LV2, to equip the flying mantis. Power Explosion LV2 equipment magic. Effect. Insect monsters can only be equipped to increase attack power by 1200 points and defense power by 200 points. The attack power of the flying mantis skyrocketed to 2700 points. At this point, many passers-by have already noticed the battle here. A monster at 2700 points. That's too strong, isn't it? Due to the scarcity of rare cards, monsters with over 2000 points are very rare. A monster with 2700 points suddenly appeared here. Immediately caught the attention of many people. I recognize that person as a former national champion. Samsung Duel. You know you're scared. I used to be a national champion. I heard someone recognize my insect feather moth and say arrogantly. How do I remember you were a former national champion? Yucheng Jiuma reminds me from time to time. Humph. Even a small 3-star dueler dares to speak wildly. The flying mantis attacks monsters on the opponent's field. The huge mantis sickle directly slashed at the Qiuqiu shooter. Open the trap card, Haimaase Man Shaman's Barrier, and the Haimaase Man Sagittarius on the field will not be destroyed by the combat effect. The barrier of the Qiuqiu people shaman usually traps effect. When there is a Qiuqiu Ren on your field, you can activate it. The Qiuqiu Ren on your field will not be destroyed by battles or effects when launching a turn. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 04. Canria's decision. You are listening at novel full.audio. A huge ice barrier directly enveloped the Qiuqiu shooter. Even if it won't be destroyed by combat, health points will still be deducted. The praying mantis sickle struck the ice barrier, and the fragments burst out, hitting the 9 horses of Yucheng. 1,500 points were directly deducted from health points. It has become 2,500 points. It's not over yet. The flying dragonfly continues its attack. The huge flying dragonfly collided with the ice barrier. The health of Yucheng Jiuma has been deducted by 200 points again. The total health has increased to 2,300 points. Do you see that? This is the difference between you and me. I am a former national champion and a 7-star dueler. Yes. The current strength of the insect moth may not be able to defeat the main character group. But crushing a mixed fish is still not a problem. My turn, draw. Yucheng Jiuma adds a card to the hand. I activate the magic card, Qiuqiu Ren Fusion from my hand. Integration of Qiuqiu people usually magic effect. This card can only activate 1 card per turn. Send the fusion material monster determined by the Qiuqiu Ren fusion monster card from your own hand card and field to the cemetery, and summon that fusion monster from the additional deck fusion. In situations where monsters summoned from extra decks exist on the opponent's field, one's own deck can also have up to 1 Qiuqiu Ren monster in the extra deck as fusion material. I will merge the Qiuqiu Ren shooter on the field with the Qiuqiu Ren hitter in my hand to summon the Qiuqiu Ren shield riot. A huge shield-wielding hill man appeared on the battlefield. Qiuqiu Ren shield riot, 6 stars/ATK. 2000 DEF, 2400/Earth attributes Beast Warrior Clan. Effect. Qiuqiu Ren Monster X2. When this card is successfully summoned, it will be equipped with a shield index. This card can remove shield indicators instead of being destroyed in battle. When this card is destroyed in battle and sent to the cemetery, it can summon a monster called the Hill Man in the cemetery. I thought it was some powerful monster. It only has 2,000 attack points. The insect moth did not take the newly summoned monster to heart. After all, his flying mantis has an attack power of up to 2,700 points. The Qiuqiu Ren shield riot attacks the opponent's flying dragonfly on the field. I saw a huge hill man thug flying and jumping up. The shield in hand hit the flying dragonfly heavily. Boom! The flying dragonfly was destroyed in battle and sent to the cemetery. The health of insect moths is deducted by 600 points again. From 3,400 points to 2,800 points. Activate the special effect of Flying Dragonfly to summon a wind attribute monster with an attack power of 1,500 points or less from the deck. What I want to summon is this card, Ultimate Insect LV3, a huge crawler appeared on the field. Ultimate Insect LV3 3-star/ATK. 1400 DEF 900/wind attribute/insect family effect. During the preparation stage of your turn, you can activate it by sending the card represented on the table to the graveyard. Summoning an ultimate insect LV5 from a hand card or deck, this effect cannot be activated during the turn of summoning, special summoning, or reverse summoning on this card. Another powerful insect monster. Is this the strength of the former national champion? The dueler watching from the side couldn't help but exclaim with emotion. Haha. Wait for my turn, I will summon even stronger monsters. Upon hearing compliments from others, the insect Moth became even more proud. Alright, end your turn quickly. This is your last turn. The insect Moth said impatiently. Yucheng Jiuma was not influenced by him. I'll cover a card and end this round. Yucheng Jiuma covered a card on the field. Remember that the insect Moth has been looking at the 2 cover cards on the field. I haven't used it yet, it seems that we need to protect this ultimate insect. My turn, draw cards. Insect feather moths add a card to their hand. I've said before, you won't have the next round. I will send the ultimate insect LV3 on the field to the graveyard, and the ultimate insect LV5 in the special summoning hand will be summoned. The huge insects on the field were sent to the cemetery, followed by an insect with huge arms and legs. Ultimate insect LV5 5.*/ATK 2300 DEF 900/wind attribute/insect tribe. Effect. In special summoning situations with the ultimate insect LV3 effect, as long as this card exists on the field, the attack power of all opposing monsters will be reduced by 500 points. In the preparation stage of one's own turn, you can send the card represented on the table to the graveyard and activate a special summon of the ultimate insect LV7 from your hand or deck. This effect cannot be activated in this card summoning, special summoning, or reverse summoning turn. Activate the special effect of ultimate insect LV5, reducing the monster's attack power on your field by 500 points. The attack power of the Qiuqiu Shield Riot has decreased from 2000 points to 1500 points. We're going to win. The opponent's health is only 2300 points, and the total attack power of the 2 insect moths is 5000 points. A dueler excitedly said. Flying Mantis ATK 2700 Ultimate Insect LV5 ATK 2300 Qiuqiu Ren Shield Riot ATK 1500 Alright, don't waste your time. Let's take this round and determine the winner. The 10 million prize money belongs to me. The insect moth laughed and pointed with its hand. The flying mantis attacks the shield riot of the Qiuqiu people. The huge mantis flew directly towards the rioters of the Qiuqiu people. At this moment, open the trap card Canria's decision. Yucheng Jiuma opened a cover card. Canria's decision usually a trap. Effect. When the Qiuqiu Ren monster on the field becomes an attack target, it can be launched, rendering that attack ineffective. The Qiuqiu Ren monster becomes a defensive symbol. A black warrior wearing armor blocked a blow from the flying mantis. Subsequently, the shield thugs of the Qiuqiu people became defensive representations. You know how to play some tricks, just let you live an extra round. Due to the high defensive force of the Qiuqiu people's rioters reaching 2400 points. The ultimate insect LV5, which has not yet been attacked, has an attack power of only 2300 points and cannot be broken. The insect moth simply ended its turn. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 05. The King of Qiuqiu People. You are listening at novelfull.audio. My turn is over. Cherish it, this is really your last turn. Wait until the next round. You can summon the ultimate insect LV7 with stronger suppression power at that time, the other party will definitely have no chance of winning. At the end of the day, as a Samsung dueler, being able to hold on to it in front of me until now is already very good. 3-star duel. The onlookers suddenly realized. He turned out to be a 3-star dueler with a reward of 10 million yuan. Insect Moth's luck is also too good. Previously, President Haimaase offered a 3-star duel as a reward. Just defeat it. Obtain the chip card in their hand. You can directly receive a reward of 10 million. If I had known earlier, I would have challenged him. 10 million. You can buy a house now. Among the onlookers, there were duelers who were filled with frustration. So it is very disadvantageous for the Samsung duel. The victory of Feather Moth is only a matter of time. The seahorse on the airship drank the red wine in one gulp. As the organizer of this urban duel, he will also participate in the duel. He deliberately waited here for the Samsung dueling to be defeated, ready to ridicule Pablo. Without waiting for the result, Haimaase turned his head and asked the secretary. Has the 3-star dueling been defeated? Mr. Haimaase, the opponent has not been defeated yet, but the situation is already quite unfavorable for him. The female secretary respectfully replied. He hasn't been defeated yet. Who is his opponent? It's an insect feather moth. Insect feather moths are a waste of my time. Haimaase sat down again, quietly waiting for the outcome of the duel. With his strength, there is no difference between being an hour early and an hour late. My turn, draw cards. Yucheng Jiuma drew a card from the deck. The situation is already quite unfavorable for him now. We must rely on this card to overturn the situation. The magic card I sent, Qiuqiu Man's Wilderness, summons a special Qiuqiu King from the deck based on its special effects. The wilderness of Qiuqiu people usually magic. Effect. Pay half of your health and send the 2 hill people in the cemetery back to the deck. Summoning a Qiuqiu Wang from a hand or deck, a huge monster appeared on the field. King Qiuqiu 7 stars/ATK. 2800 DEF 2000/Earth Attributes/Beast Warrior Clan. Effect. This card can only be used for special summoning through the wilderness of the Qiuqiu people. This card has a special summoning turn, paying 500 health points. Before the end of the turn, the opponent's magic trap on the field cannot be activated, and a magic trap on the opponent's field can be selected to destroy it. The health of the 9 horses in Yucheng has increased from 2300 points to 1150 points due to the effect of the Wild King of the Qiuqiu people. Activate the special effect of Qiuqiu Wang and pay 500 health points. Before the end of the turn, you cannot activate magic traps and destroy a magic or trap card on your field. Yucheng Jiuma pointed to a piece of equipment magic on the opponent's field with his hand. What I want to destroy is Power Burst LV2, King Qiuqiu punched the ground. Rock improvement earthquakes, the ground of the entire venue began to vibrate. Power Burst LV2, this equipment card was instantly destroyed. The attack power of the Flying Mantis has decreased from 2700 points to 1500 points. To be honest, this equipment card is quite incredible. Surprisingly, it can increase attack power by 1200 points. Don't forget the effect of Ultimate Insect LV5, your monster needs to reduce its attack power by 500 points. Insect feather moths occasionally remind. King Qiuqiu, ATK. 2300, decrease by 500, Flying Mantis, ATK. 1500, Ultimate Insect LV5, ATK. 2300. The insect moth looked at the battlefield situation. Although he blocked those 2 cards, they cannot be used this round. But as long as his ultimate insect LV5 on the battlefield is not destroyed, the next round will be his home court. The ultimate insect LV5 has the same attack power as your monster. I have no intention of destroying him either. Qiuqiu Wang attacks the opponent's Flying Mantis on the field. I saw King Qiuqiu jump up and fiercely hit the Flying Mantis with his huge fist. The latter is instantly destroyed. Caused 800 health damage. The health of insect moths. It dropped from 2800 points to 2000 points. You guy. After being hit, the insect feather moth's health was significantly reduced. I said this is your last round. Yucheng Jiuma ignored the other party. I'll cover a card and end the turn. Power comparison on the field. Yucheng Jiuma health. 650 monster. Qiuqiu Ren Shield Riot, Qiuqiu Wang, Gaika. 2 cards. Hand. 0 insect feather moth health. 2000 monster. Ultimate insect LV5, Gaika. 2 sheets hand. 3 Your health is already a candle in the wind. Insect moths have an overwhelming advantage on the field. My turn, draw cards. Insect feather moths add a card to their hand. I activate the special effect of Ultimate Insect LV5 and send it into the graveyard to summon Ultimate Insect LV7 from my hand. The huge insect on the field was sent into the cemetery. Summoned up an even larger insect. At this point, the insect has already grown wings. Ultimate Insect LV7 7 stars/ATK. 2600 DEF 1200/Wind Attributes/Insect Race. Effect. The effect of the Ultimate Insect LV5, for special summoning occasions. As long as this card has all the opponent's monster attack power and defense power reduced by 700 points on your own field. The ultimate form of an insect. It can significantly reduce the opponent's attack and defense power. ATK. 1300 DEF, 1700, Qiuqiu, ATK. 2100 DEF, 1300, how about it? The Samsung Dueling knows the gap between us, right? Seeing the opponent's monster's attack power, the defensive power has been greatly reduced. The insect feather moth laughed proudly. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 06. Insect Outbreak. The Strength of Feather Moth. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Truly deserving of being a former national champion. It was so easy to suppress the entire audience. Seeing the appearance of powerful monsters. The onlookers also began to compliment. Many of them are fans of insect moths. After all, he is a national champion. He is also a seeded player in this urban duel. Insect moths probably haven't used their full strength yet. Yes, he didn't even summon his ace, he already suppressed the opponent. I feel like the young man on the other side is not inferior in strength. He can even resist insects and moths for so many rounds. A discordant voice came. The dueler on the side said, he is the 3-star dueler who was rewarded with a prize of 10 million yuan by Haimaase. What? He is the 3-star dueler. The gaze of the crowd towards Yucheng Jiuma became hot. This is a walking 10 million. Hee. They're right, I didn't do my best. From your worth of 10 million yuan, let me show you my full strength. Open the cover card, insect bait usually magic. Effect. This card cannot summon 3.4-star monsters or special summoning during its turn. It can only be activated in situations where there are insect monsters present on the field. On my own field. Summon 2 insect tribe derivatives, insect tribe. Ground attribute. 1-star ATK. 0 DF, 0, for special summoning. 2 insect derivatives appeared on the field of the insect feather moth. He summoned 2 more derivatives, could they be used as sacrifices? The monsters that require 2 sacrifices are both powerful monsters. A dueler shouted loudly. It's really addictive. You should know that there is only one rare 6-star card in his entire deck. And the insect feather moth, but the ultimate insect LV7 with 7 stars. Now, surprisingly, they still need to summon rare cards. What I want to summon this time is the Insect Queen. Show the 2 insect derivatives on the field as sacrifices, my ace. A huge insect egg appeared on the field, extending 2 tentacles and pulling 2 insect derivatives into the egg. A nauseating gurgling sound came. Click. Immediately after, the insect egg ruptured. A huge monster crawled out from inside. Insect Queen 7 stars/ATK. 2200 DEF 2400/Earth Attributes/Insect Family. Effect. The attack power of this card increases by 200 insect monsters on the field. At the moment of the attack declaration of this card, one must liberate one other monster on the field. This card is launched at the end of the turn stage of the battle to destroy the opponent's monster. Attack a insect monster derivation, Insect Clan, Earth Attribute, 1 star, ATK. 100 DEF 100, on your own field as a special summon. Having 2 powerful monsters, the 3-star dueler on the opposite side is doomed. At this point, many duelers who were watching the battle were completely pessimistic about Yucheng Jiuma. After all, Yucheng Jiuma was completely suppressed, and the opponent was a former national champion. At this moment, the insect feather moth summoned 2 powerful monsters. However, the insect queen of the insect feather moth seems to have some side effects. A dueler reminded. Yes. The insect queen devours a monster every time she attacks. He is a former national champion and should be able to solve it. Hear compliments from others. Insect moths became even more reckless. I haven't made the usual summoning yet this round. However, due to the side effect of insect bait, I am unable to summon monsters with 3 stars and 4 stars this round, so I will summon monsters with 6 stars. I will once again activate the magic card Empress Praying Mantis's Choice from my hand. Based on its effect, I can summon Empress Praying Mantis this round without using any sacrifices. The choice of Empress Praying Mantis usually magic effect. Monsters on the field can only be activated when they belong to the insect tribe. In this turn, they can summon the Empress Praying Mantis without sacrificial offerings. Appear now, Empress Praying Mantis. A huge praying mantis appeared on the battlefield. Empress Praying Mantis, 6 stars/ATK. 2200 DEF 1400/Wind Attribute/Insect Tribe. Description. A massive praying mantis queen with a high group size, who obeys the queen's orders to move or hunt a large army of praying mantis. Another high-level monster. As long as 3 monsters successfully attack, the insect moth will win. I didn't expect the reward of 10 million yuan to fall on the hands of Feather Moth. Yeah. If only I had discovered the Samsung dueling earlier. A dueler lamented. Alright. It's almost time to end the battle. By the way, I almost forgot to tell you that due to the presence of 3 insect monsters on my field, the Insect Queen's attack power has increased by 600 points. Insect Queen, ATK. 2800, Ultimate Insect LV7, ATK. 2600, Empress Praying Mantis, ATK. 2200 and there are only 2 monsters on the opposite field. And under the influence of the Ultimate Insect LV7, the attack and defense capabilities have significantly decreased. End the battle. The Empress Praying Mantis directly attacks the Qiuqiu King on the opponent's field. The huge Empress Praying Mantis swung its sickle and slashed towards the King of Qiuqiu. Undoubtedly a former national champion, let the Empress Praying Mantis attack first, and then use it as a sacrifice to let the Insect Queen launch an attack. Is this the tactic for national champions? The surrounding crowd was eating melons, and the crowd began to analyze tactics again. This is a 10 million reward. It's not that easy to get 10 million. I'll open the trap card, the cost of survival. Frost armor, . The huge Qiuqiu King was covered with a layer of ice frost armor. The cost of survival. Ice Frost Armor Trap card. Effect. It can be activated when there is a Qiuqiu Wang on the scene. Qiuqiu Wang's attack power decreases by 2000 points, rendering the opponent's attack ineffective and forcing the end of the opponent's combat turn. The huge mantis sickle stopped at the neck of King Qiuqiu. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 07. A 10 million bonus is not that easy. You are listening at novel full.audio. Watching the battle turn forcibly end. The insect Moth showed an unnatural expression. Just let you live one more round. Now it's really your last turn. My turn is over. Yucheng Jiuma scratched his ear with his hand. He could hear the cocoon from this sentence. My turn, draw. Yucheng Jiuma adds a card to the hand. I will offer 2 monsters on the field as sacrifices, and attacking means summoning Wind God Wendy. 2 monsters on the field were offered as sacrifices. A minstrel appeared on the field. Wind God Wendy, 8 stars/ATK. 2400 DEF 1800/Wind Attribute/Warrior Clan. Effect. When this card is on the field, the attack and defense of all monsters on the opponent's field decrease by the original level x 100. When this card destroys the opponent's monsters in battle, it deals health damage to their original attack power. This card can be used as a sacrificial summon, with its original attack power reduced to 2000. This card can be used without sacrificial summoning, and its attack power can be increased to 1000. When this card is summoned with 3 sacrifices, it can destroy all magic trap cards on the opponent's field. Upon seeing the 9 horses in Yucheng, a monster with only 2400 attack points was summoned. Insect feather moths couldn't help but mock and say. With an attack power of only 2400 points, you cannot defeat the insect queen at all, and you also have to withstand the effects of the ultimate insect LV7. Wendy's attack power has been directly reduced by 700 points. It has become 1700 points. What effect can a monster with only 1700 attack points have? Is this the final struggle of the Samsung duel? Some duelers might as well shake their heads. They also hope that the Samsung dueling can defeat the insect feather moth, and then they have a chance to win the 10 million reward. Now it seems like that's just a luxury. There are 3 rare monsters with an attack power of over 2000 points on the insect moth field. The Samsung duel is impossible to win. Open the cover card. A mockery of others. Yucheng Jiuma just silently opened the gacha. His only gacha on the field. I saw that cover card. Indeed, the Samsung dueling actually covered the field with equipment magic. I activate the effect of the equipment magic, Ode to the Wind and Flower, to equip it on Wind God Wendy. Ode to Wind and Flower, equipment magic. Description. A bough adorned with nameless flowers, carrying the earnest hope of an equally unknown person. Effect. Monsters equipped with this card are not affected by the effect of the opponent's card. Monsters equipped with this card can attack each other's monsters once. Because of the influence of the effect of the Wind and Flower song. Wendy's attack power has been restored to 2400 points. I activate the effect of Wind God Wendy to reduce the opponent's monster attack power on the field, and the original level of defense power is x 100. In an instant. The attack power of the 3 powerful insect monsters has significantly decreased. ATK. 1600, Ultimate Insect LV7, ATK. 1900, Insect Queen, ATK. 2100 The insect moth's face changed dramatically, and he no longer had any cards on the field to protect his monster. How could this be? Embrace the Shufeng. Liberate. Wendy drew her bow. In an instant, 3 light arrows flew towards the 3 monsters on the opponent's field. 3 monsters were instantly swept into a huge tornado. Tornado ravaged and torn to pieces. Along with the destruction of 3 monsters, it dealt a massive damage of 7,000 points. The health of insect moths is instantly reset to 0. The insect feather moth knelt directly on the ground. Impossible, how could I lose to a Samsung duel? Insect feather moths are one of the few recognized 7-star duelers. He actually lost to the 3-star duel. The sound of the system came from the ears of Yucheng Jiuma. Congratulations to the host for successfully defeating the insect moth and obtaining Bennett. A card appears in the consciousness space. Bennett 4.star/ATK. 1800 DEF, 1600/Fire Attribute/Warrior Clan. Effect. When the card is on the field, the opposing player cannot attack other monsters. During each turn preparation stage, place a passion token on the card, remove a passion indicator, and for every monster on the field, restore 500 health points. And increase the attack power of all monsters on the field by 500 points. The reward obtained in the first game was actually Bennett. Assist Big Daddy. It seems pretty good too. Subsequently, Yucheng Jiuma stopped the insect feather moth that was about to slip away. According to the rules of Dueling City, hand over your rare cards and chip cards. The insect feather moth, although reluctant, still took out a chip card and 2 rare cards. Yucheng Jiuma took over the chip card. As for the 2 chip cards, they are Ultimate Insect LV7 and Insect Queen. These 2 cards are not very useful for Yucheng Jiuma. I don't want these 2 pictures, I want the Zhongji Insect LV5 in your hand. What? I just want to disgust insect moths. Even if handed over to Yucheng Jiuma, this combination can still be used. If it weren't for the Ultimate Insect LV5, the evolutionary chain would have broken. You bastard, 3-star dueler. The insect feather moth gritted its teeth and said that the other party not only took his rare card, but also destroyed his important chain. Former national champion, goodbye by chance. I almost forgot, you no longer have a chip card and can't compete anymore. In order to win a prize of 10 million yuan, the first dueler of the insect moth is Yucheng Jiuma. He made a mistake this time. Yucheng Jiuma is not as weak as imagined. A bonus of 10 million yuan is not so easy to get. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 08. Encountering a North American genius girl. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Lord Haimaase, the competition of the 3-star dueling is over. The secretary was promptly informed. Haimaase stood up directly and took out his phone to start dialing. Pegasus. Hee. Pegasus. The Samsung dueling player you recommended was defeated in the first duel. Haimaase sneered without hesitation. The female secretary behind him became very anxious on her cheeks and kept waving her hands. Yeah. Why did I get the news that I won? Haimaase boy, I was really looking forward to your program. At this moment, the female secretary quietly handed over the result of the duel. Haimaase was too anxious just now. Preemptively assuming that the insect moth has defeated the 3-star dueler. I immediately planned to ridicule Pegasus. The result went against expectations. The Samsung duel actually won. Boom. Haimaase dropped the phone directly to the ground. He is such a proud person. He will never admit to making mistakes in his judgment. Bring me my duel tray. The female secretary trembled as she handed over the duel tray. Under normal circumstances, the duel board of the seahorse adults is not allowed for them to touch. From this, it can be seen that the Haimaase adult was indeed angry today. Samsung dueling, I will personally punish you. Haimaase took the duel tray and also joined the duel competition. Of course, Yucheng Jiuma did not know that he had been targeted by Haimaase. After defeating the insect feather moth, he once again made his debut. He has no intention of engaging in will battles here. Don't run. I want to duel with you. A large group of people were holding a duel board and crazily chasing the 9 horses of Yucheng. The duel tray must be within 20 meters to establish a duel connection. A group of people ran through a small alley in a grand and mighty manner. 1 minute later. Yucheng Jiuma just jumped out of the trash can. If only there were girls chasing me like this. Is this your true idea? A beautiful female voice came from behind. You city 9 horses, turn around. She is a girl with double ponytails. No way, I'm just joking around. Yucheng Jiuma waved his hand hastily, he was not a tram enthusiast. So you don't want to, little brother. Let's have a duel then. The girl directly raised the duel tray in her hand. Duel link successful. I'm just here for a trip, I didn't expect there's still a chance to earn extra income. The girl chuckled happily. My name is Rebecca, Samsung dueling brother, where is your name? Yucheng Jiuma's face was covered in black lines. I used to treat him as a scapegoat. You can call me Yucheng Jiuma. Okay, Lord Yucheng, I didn't have time to participate in the entire duel, but 10 million is really tempting. Got it, little girl. Yucheng Jiuma gritted his teeth and raised the duel tray in his hand. Dueling, just got rid of the national championship and met a genius girl again. This luck is also lacking. My turn, draw cards. Yucheng Jiuma adds a card to the hand. Thank you for the initial version of the master rules. The attacker can draw cards. My attack indicates summoning Qiuqiu Ren Thug. The Qiuqiu people's thugs appeared on the battlefield. Qiuqiu people's thugs 4.*/ATK. 1000 DEF 1200/Earth attribute/Beast Warrior Clan. Effect. When the card is destroyed in battle and sent to the graveyard. You can summon a Qiuqiu Ren monster with an attack power of less than 1500 points from the deck. The appearance of the Qiuqiu people lit up Rebecca's eyes. This is a new card she has never seen before. However, the attack power is a bit low. Alas, no wonder the opponent is a 3-star dueler. I don't have many good cards on hand. By chance, I obtained some rare decks, but not too powerful ones. Rebecca knows about Pablo, the guy who sends cards all over the world. However, the decks he sent are basically not powerful decks. The guy in front of me should be one of the lucky ones. I'll cover 2 cards and end the turn. 2 cards were covered on the 9-horse racecourse in Yucheng. During this period, he also carefully examined the other party. It is indeed a genius duel girl from America. Listening to the other person's words, Rebecca's time is limited and she cannot participate in all the duels in the city. I just want to experience the city duel competition. Yucheng Jiuma was a bit unlucky when he met the other party. My turn, draw cards. Rebecca adds a card to her hand. Launch the magic card Angel's Charity from your hand. Hear the name of this card. Yucheng Jiuma's cheeks twitched. Isn't this damn girl putting a bunch of forbidden cards in the deck? Of course, banning cards is a matter of the real world, and now, Angel's Charity, whoever wants to use it. It's just that the price is a bit expensive. A card can exchange for several houses. Angel's Charity Magic Card Effect. Draw 3 cards from your own deck, then choose 2 hand cards to discard. I choose these 2 cards and discard them in the cemetery. There is definitely a problem with the card that this girl threw into the cemetery. Attack indicates summoning Explosive Flame Girl. Upon hearing the monster summoned by the other party, Yucheng Jiuma instantly felt that the beautiful girl in front of him was not cute at all. This little girl actually uses an Autism Burning Blood card set. Explosive Flame Girl, 4.*/ATK. 1300 DEF 1500/Flame Attribute/Flame Family. Effect. As long as this card indicates existence on the table, each time your own health is restored, deal 500 damage to the opponent's health. A flame girl holding a staff appeared on the battlefield. Rebecca looked at the field of 9 horses. There is a weak monster with an attack power of only 1000. But his 2 cards are a threat. It's better not to attack. I'll cover 2 cards and end the turn. This round, Rebecca had no intention of attacking. I plan to slowly exhaust myself and swim into 9 horses. She is truly a annoying little girl. I used an autistic health card set, but even with an advantage in attack power, I didn't attack. The 2 cards sent to the cemetery are definitely not simple. My turn, draw. Yucheng Jiuma drew a card from the deck. My attack indicates summoning Great Qiuqiu of the Qiuqiu people. A Qiuqiu person with the word Wei written on his mask was summoned to the field. The Great Hill of Qiuqiu people 4.*/ATK. 1400 DEF 1800/Earth attribute/Beast Warrior Clan. Effect. This card was destroyed in battle, and when sent to the graveyard, the player receives 0 combat damage and recovers 1000 health points. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 09. Major Crisis. Autism Burn Blood Card Set. You are listening at novel full.audio. Surprisingly, the other party is a closed health card group. Then we can't drag it on like this. Qiuqiu de Wei Qiu directly attacked the opponent's Explosive Flame Girl on the field. Explosive Flame Girl is a very troublesome existence that must be solved first. I won't let you succeed. Open the Gaika, Super Gravity Net. Rebecca directly activated a gotcha on the field. Super Gravity Network Perpetual Trap Card. Effect. Monsters above 4 stars on the field cannot attack. A huge gravity net appeared on the battlefield. Qiuqiu and Wei Qiu had to stop their attack. Since I can't attack, then I'll end the turn. If the opponent is a self-blocking deck, both sides will be dragged into a long tug of war. Slowly search for opportunities. My turn, draw cards. Rebecca adds a card to her hand. At this point, I activate the special effect of Fallen Angel Mary in the cemetery to restore 200 health points. The Fallen Angel Mary 5.*/ATK. 1700 DEF 1200/Dark Attribute/Demon Race. Effect. When this card is present in the cemetery, during the self-preparation phase, activate yourself to restore 200 health points. Rebecca's health has increased from 400 points to 4200 points. It's not over yet. Activate the special effect of Explosive Flame Girl, which can deal 500 health damage to the opponent when their health is restored. The health of Yucheng Jiuma has been reduced by 500 points to 3500 points. Look at the reduced health. The self-blocking card set is really disgusting. Each time the opponent restores health, they will deal 500 health damage to Yucheng Jiuma. If there are 7 more times, the health will be completely depleted. I attacked to summon Inject Angel Lily. An angel holding a huge syringe appeared. Seeing the monster summoned by the other party, Yucheng Jiuma suddenly felt his head grow bigger. This guy is indeed banned. Injecting Angel Lily, 3.*/ATK. 400 DEF 1500/Earth Attribute/Mage Clan. Effect. When calculating the damage of this card in battle, paying 2000 health points at once can activate its attack power, only increasing by 300 points during that damage calculation. Although you look very handsome, little brother. But that 10 million is also very tempting. The level of Injecting Angel Lily is 3 stars, so it is not affected by Super Gravity Net. Activate its special effect, pay 2000 health points, and increase attack power by 300 points. The syringe for injecting Angel Lily suddenly became incredibly huge. The attack power has also increased from 400 points to 3,400 points. Alright. Renjong injection. Complete your mission. The huge syringe directly stabbed the Qiuqiu man's thug. Instantly dealt 2,400 health damage. The health of the 9 horses in Yucheng has directly decreased to 1,100 points. Relatively speaking, Rebecca's health has also decreased to 2,200 points. I activate the special effect of Qiuqiu Ren Hitter to summon Qiuqiu Ren's Great Weiqiu by guarding from the deck. Another great hill appears. Let Yucheng Jiuma feel a little more at ease. There are already 2 giant hills on the field. If these 2 monsters are destroyed, they can restore 2,000 health points. My combo is not over yet. Open the Gaika Blessing of the Holy Elves and use its effect to restore 600 health points. Blessings from Holy Elves usually traps effect. Restores the number of monsters present on the field by 300 health points. There are 2 monsters on the Rebecca field. Instantly restored 600 health points. Its health has 2,200 points and has been restored to 2,800 points. Don't forget the special effect of Explosive Flame Girl. 500 health damage. Yucheng Jiuma's health has been reduced by 500 points again, to 600 points. Indeed, one must not underestimate any dueler who is labeled as a genius. He was already disabled in just 1 round. You still have 600 health points left, what a pity. It seems like you can only wait until the next round. Yucheng Jiuma. What's going on with these people? Previously, the insect Moth repeatedly emphasized that this was his final round. This Rebecca, although not explicitly stated, also means the same thing. Do you just look down on the Samsung duel like this? Forget it. I'll have to hit all your health points to 0. I'll cover a card and end this round. Little brother, it's your turn. Cherish the current turn. Yucheng Jiuma. Isn't this implying that it's his last round? Is it tolerable or not? My turn, draw cards. Yucheng Jiuma adds a card to the hand. My attack indicates summoning the Qiuqiu Ren Shaman. On the battlefield, a hillman shaman holding a staff appeared. Qiuqiu People Shaman, 4.*/ATK. 1200 DEF 800/Earth Attribute Beast Warrior Clan. Effect. Restores the health of X 500 hill people on your field. In the turn of activating this effect, all hill people on the field cannot fight. I have a total of 3 Qiuqiu Ren cards on the field, so they restore 1,500 health points. The health of Yucheng Jiuma has increased from 600 points to 2,100 points. I'll cover a card and end the turn. This operation. The genius beauty across from her was stunned. I can't believe you're actually a recovery deck. Autism burns blood, and the least desirable opponent is Autism recovery. We are each other. Anyway, it's disgusting. Yucheng Jiuma is a professional. Restore 1,500 health points per turn. Adequate milk supply. As long as Rebecca can't kill him in a short period of time, the opponent won't be able to win. Now the pressure is on Rebecca's side. Although he does have a high attack monster on the field and is not affected by the hypergravity net. Just pay 2,000 health points. I have a headache. I activate the effects of the 2 cards Fallen Angel Mary and Explosive Flame Girl. Another set of familiar operations. Rebecca's health has been restored from 200 to 3,000 points. You City 9 horses suffer 500 points of identity damage and their health points increase to 1,600 points. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 10. Autism burns blood versus Autism plus blood. You are listening at novel full.audio. Great, I now have 3,000 health points. Rebecca clenched her right hand tightly. The opponent's Qiuqiu shaman only has 1200 attack power on the field. As long as the attack of injecting Angel Lily is successful, you can earn a reward of 10 million. Although the opponent's 3 blocks on the field are a problem. But the situation on the field cannot continue to drag on for her. Surprisingly, the other party is restoring the deck. As time goes by, her deck will become increasingly weak. My attack indicates summoning Mermaid Princess. A beautiful mermaid appeared on the battlefield. Mermaid Princess 4.star/ATK. 1500 DEF 800/water attribute/fish family. Effect. As long as this card is stuck on your own field, it indicates existence. Each time you prepare, you recover 800 health points. Seeing it, the opponent summoned another monster of the restoration type. Yucheng Jiuma's eyelids twitched. This little girl is planning to burn him to death. By the next round, it will be 1000 damage. I activate the special effect of Injecting Angel Lily, pay 2000 health points, and increase its attack power by 300 points. Injecting Angel Lily, the syringe in her hand grew larger again, and her attack power skyrocketed to 3,400 points. Inject Angel Lily and directly attack the opponent's Qiuqiu shaman on the field. Rebecca thought to herself that if this attack were successful, the duel would come to an end. I won't let you succeed. Open the trap card, Bennett's Wonderful Journey. Bennett's Wonderful Journey trap card effect. If your own health is below 2000 points, monsters on the field can be launched when attacked by the opponent, rendering that attack ineffective. Summon Bennett from the deck. A passionate young man appeared on the battlefield. Blocked the opponent's attack. Bennett 4.star/ATK. 1800 DEF, 1600/fire attribute/warrior clan. Effect. When the card is on the field, the opposing player cannot attack other monsters. During each turn preparation stage, place a passion token on the card, remove a passion indicator, and for every monster on the field, restore 500 health points. And increase the attack power of all monsters on the field by 500 points. How could this be? Rebecca felt a bit unbelievable. The 3-star dueler in front of me. It doesn't seem as weak as imagined. Rebecca is a bit at a loss now. Just now, I paid 2000 health points. Now there are only 1000 health points left. We won't be able to launch an attack in the next round. Really, are you deceiving everyone? You're not a Samsung duel. Rebecca stomped her feet in anger. My turn is over. Mr. Pseudo 3-star duel. Yucheng Jiuma is indeed a 3-star dueler, although he came to participate through the back door. But it was also endorsed by President Haimaase and is definitely qualified to participate. The only downside is, he seems to have offended President Haimaase and even been rewarded with a 10 million yuan prize. My turn, draw cards. Yucheng Jiuma no longer wants to argue about his identity as a 3-star dueler. Add a card to your hand. I activate the special effect of Bennett, where I have 4 monsters on the field that can restore 2000 health points and increase each monster's attack power by 500 points. Yucheng Jiuma's health has been restored to 3600 points. It's not over yet. I'll activate the Qiuqiu shaman again to restore 1500 health points. Health skyrocketed to 5100 points. The 9 horses of Yucheng have turned all attacking monsters on the field into defensive representations. The round has ended. Miss Rebecca, it's your turn. Rebecca's angry face turned green. Are you intentionally targeting me? Rebecca's card deck is the Autism Burn Blood card deck, while Yucheng Jiuma is a recovery card deck that competes with it. How could it be? I haven't seen you before today. And it's you who's blocking my way and wants to duel with me. The 9 horses of Yucheng originally planned to take a break. But it was targeted by Rebecca. I know now, you are the president of Haimaase, intentionally targeting me. President Haimaase knows she doesn't have time to complete the competition. So intentionally setting up a bonus of 10 million here. And she was prepared to restrain her deck. Thinking of this, everything came to mind. Haimaase, for the sake of the Trojan horse, but by any means possible. Yucheng Jiuma is a bit confused. Miss, I don't even know you. And I have nothing to do with Haimaase either. Go back and tell the Trojan horse that I don't like guys with freckles all over their faces. Afterwards, Yucheng Jiuma learned that the Trojan had been pursuing Rebecca for a while, but Rebecca's mind had already matured and he directly refused the Trojan. Yucheng Jiuma used a blood flow, but Rebecca mistakenly believed that the Seahorse brothers were intentionally targeting her. I'm not really from Haimaase. Yucheng Jiuma is just a middle school sophomore who wants to earn a prize. Do you think I'll believe your lies? Draw cards. Rebecca adds a card to her hand. I activate the effects of Fallen Angel Mary and Mermaid Princess, restoring a total of 1000 health points and dealing 1000 health damage to you. Rebecca HP 2000, Yucheng Jiuma HP 4100. There are only 2000 health points left now. Unable to use the special effect of injecting Angel Lily. At the same time, considering the terrifying recovery ability of the opponent's deck. Rebecca is a bit crazy. In the next round, the opponent will recover 3500 health points again. Due to the hypergravity network, powerful monsters are unable to launch attacks. Now we can only take a desperate gamble. Launch the Mofa card Whirlwind from your hand to destroy the supergravity net on our field. Boom. A whirlwind directly shattered the supergravity net. Whirlwind, quick attack magic effect. A magic trap card on the field can be used as an object to activate this card and destroy it. Seeing the other party's actions. You City 9 horses are a bit confused. Surprisingly destroying the hypergravity network it has always been because of the existence of this perpetual trap that the safety of the other party can be protected. So I can attack. Rebecca said in pain. You City 9 horses finally understand. She's in a hurry. I don't want to play the game of burning blood and adding blood with him anymore. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th.